Good morning, students. Today I have explained subject Computer Studies, Standard 11th, Chapter number 7, Vim Editor and Basic Scripting, Part 1. Last time I have explained chapter number 6. There is a Ubuntu Linux command. So I have explained all the commands for CLI, that means command line interface, and chapter number 7, Vim editor and basic scripting. In the previous chapter we have discussed command that can be used for to work with Ubuntu Linux. The command were execute one at a time, though we would execute multiple commands by using the pipes, and the process would become tedious as number of commands increase. A better way to execute multiple commands at one go is to type the sequence of command in a text file, then give this file to Linux shell for executions. The Linux shell will execute all the commands available within the text file in the specified sequence. This text file is known as a shell scripting. A shell scripting can be defined as series of commands written in a plain text file. The shell scripts are commonly used by the users to perform routine individual tasks and systems administrations. In this chapter, we will look at an editor that assists us in writing the shells script along with some sample shell scripts. So, working with Vim editors. So shell script, though we could execute multiple by using the pipes, the process would become tedious as number of commands increasing. So a better way is used to shell script for that. A shell script that can be defined a series of commands written in a plain text file. The scripting are commonly used by the users to perform routine individual tasks and system administrations. The cat command, although it allows us to create a file, is not a good option to use when creating a shell script. We need a good text editor to perform such operations. The text editors like Nano, Pico, VI or Vim and others are generally best suited for creating a text file. The gedit is a graphical editor available with GNOME desktop environment, and kwrite is a graphical editor available with KDE desktop environment. Vim editor. The Vim editor is a visual display. This editor is available with almost all Unix and Linux flavors. Vim is VI improved text editor, which was written by Bram Mullier and first release published in 1991. The Vim editor can be used for both CLI and GUI interface, that is a command line interface, and graphical user interface. We can open vim editor using two way. First is a vi and then file name, and then second vi. So it is a good options to start the vim editor by specifying a file name. The screen is filled with tiles on the left side of the screen when it is open. The last line is known as a command line, and it displays the name of the file along with the information about the total number of lines and columns within the files. So that is a vim editors. Next is a vim modes. The vim editor functions in three different modes, namely a command mode, an insert mode, and a last line mode. First, command mode. The default mode is a command mode, and it allows us to insert, append, delete text, or search and navigate within our file. We first need to issue and insert for I, append for A, or open for O command to insert the text in the file. We can toggle from last line mode to command mode in three different ways. First is by pressing escape key twice time, and second by pressing the backspace key until the initial column character is gone along with all the characters that we had typed. Third number by simply pressing the enter key. Next is a insert mode. When we issue an IAO command, we will be in the insert mode. In a insert mode, we can type text into our file or navigate within the file. We can toggle between the command mode and the insert mode by pressing the escape key. So that is a insert mode. And third is a last line mode. The last line mode is used to perform operations like quitting the vim editor or a saving save file. From command mode we can go to last line mode pressing the colon key, and by pressing the enter key we will see a colon character at the beginning of the last line of our editors. If we open the vim editor without typing file name initially, the text will be directly stored in the system buffer. To transfer the contents from the buffer to a hard disk, we need to type the file name along with wq command. So that is a last line mode, and next is a G press to bring cursor to the last line of the file. Typing G may place the cursor in a new line after the last line when enter key was pressed before saving the file. By typing G, cursor will be placed on the first character to the last line when enter key was not pressed before saving the file. The vim editor allows us to copy text from our file into temporary buffers and vice versa. Each buffer acts like temporary memory, more commonly known as a clipboard. So that is a clipboard. So that is a three ways of a way for the command line mode. Second is the insert mode, and third is a last line mode. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe.